Alright, playing some Final Fantasy XI. Just going to check the health of the stream real quick. Make sure that we're live and all the audio is working and all that jazz. So looking for some sort of crystal, if I remember right. I am indeed live. It's like this time, last time I was playing, I used a Xbox controller, which is what I'd use during the free trial. And let me grab this real quick to set my phone in, so that way I can see the chat if anybody decides to drop in. But this time I'm going to use a PlayStation 3 controller to sort of help me sort of duplicate the PS2 era, if you will, because like PlayStation from like the first one to the PS4, it's like they didn't really change much about their controller other than the technology inside, but as far as like the shape and everything. So I'm using a PS3 controller, and well, it's already different from the Xbox. Like with the Xbox One, it's like you could use the directional pads, but it's interesting. Hopefully this doesn't screw me up too much. Alright, there's my... That seems like the button placement versus the Xbox One seems a little bit about the same. A little bit about the same. Yeah, that's the right way to say that. And again, I apologize for the loud AC in the background. It is still quite hot here. But hopefully that'll cycle off before too long. Let's see. Trying to remember what exactly she wanted me to grab. I'm gonna feel kind of dumb if I... Well, I know I'm at least, at the very least, in the right place. You know, I briefly logged on to I'm the only person in this area of the map. Briefly logged on to Final Fantasy XIV the other day, and I was surprised I was able to get in, especially the new expansion, which came out yesterday. 910 people currently on. It's crazy. Alright, let's see if I can find this crystal thing. make sure I buy some food the next time I go back into town. Should have done that before I left, but oh well. So can I eat that? I cannot eat that. That's how you eat, right? You just hold it out, and then all of a sudden, it's in your stomach. It's just like when I made fajitas for my D&D group yesterday. All they had to do, they just held the fajitas in their hand. You know, it burned, but you know, and then it just appeared in their stomach, because that's all you got to do. It does, you know, I'm not. As far as like, which is better, the PlayStation controller versus the Xbox controller? Personally, I've just liked how much bigger the Xbox controller typically is. The PS5 controller is actually quite good, but it's just like growing up with the PS1 controller, which was about this size, if not the exact same size. It's like my parents would complain about it being too small, but at the same time, it's like it's an iconic design. But the original Xbox controller, can't say Xbox One anymore, was so dang big. They it's called the Duke, and it's crazy. It's funny to me that they've made duplicates of that now, where like the little Xbox is an LED screen that has like the startup or something for Halo or whatever. I think my biggest complaint with this game is all the needless shit in this text box. It's just like, I don't need to know that my evasion skill rose 0.1 point. Like, I don't think that is really necessary. I feel like, you know, leveling up and stuff and experience after you defeat the creature is good enough. You don't need to know every single decipoint that you get after defeating every single little thing. So I watched a little bit of my previous stream when I did this, and I was really surprised how well it turned out. As like, my laptop isn't exactly new, and sometimes just Windows Movie Maker makes it freak out. So I'm impressed that, you know, that it's able to run Final Fantasy XI and stream it at the same time. So I'm hoping that means that when I stream stuff from my Xbox, Switch, or PlayStation, that it'll have no issue whatsoever. Oh, is this guy's coming over to pick a fight too? Crazy how big these areas were, but I guess when you think of design, it kind of has to be big because, you know, it's an MMO. You know, 15 to 20 years ago, it was Lots of people. It's kind of impressive that there's, at this point, still more than one server up. Gosh, so many creatures. And I'm looking for some sort of crystal, I think. And it's just like, is this crystal that they're having me look for going to be huge? Is it going to be... You feel a mysterious engine... Well, let me read that, little dick. You feel a mysterious energy seeping forth from an unknown source. However, your presence does not seem to elicit a reaction. Interesting. Wonder if that's part of the expansions or something that you have to activate later on. It's but yeah, it's crazy to me that, I mean, I can't recall how many servers, but it's there's at least 8, maybe even more. But it's like the so getting used to this. Of course, I'm back right where I started. I wonder if that's got to be it up there. I didn't notice it on my map earlier, so maybe that's the. Oh, I bet it's a teleport crystal. I bet that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, that makes sense. I really wish that I could change the settings around so I could view like a smaller version of this map on my screen or something. You know, something a little bit more intuitive. I think the number one thing I want to do in this game, obviously other than trying to play through as much the main story as I can, is I'd really love to raise a chocobo. It's like, you know, having a chocobo to ride through all this stuff would be game-changing, pardon my pun. But this definitely, as far as how open it is, reminds me of Final Fantasy XII. Obviously, 12, especially the Zodiac Age version, is superior as far as like visuals. And it's just like I'm about 7 hours into Final Fantasy X, and it's amazing how much of a difference between the cutscene direction for 10 and 12 is. It's like night and day. It's crazy. Alright, I think we're heading in the right direction at least. So I'd be curious to know how many other people are streaming friggin' Final Fantasy 11 on Twitch and YouTube. Can't be that many. But it's just like, I don't know, I thought, with, you know, I brought this up last time, you know, with the release of the Dawn Trail expansion for FF14, I was like, you know, this might be a great time to start FF11 and play around with it a little bit. So I really hope to get some cooler looking armor. It's like my character just looks so like derpy. It looks like a RuneScape character, something a RuneScape character would wear. Goblin Tinker. Let's check that. He seems tough, huh? And I gotta figure out how to learn new spells too, because I'm a red mage. So there's so much to learn about this game. It's just like, do I get... Holy shit, he's kicking my ass. That's not good. Shit. I didn't expect him to... Wow. Well, that's embarrassing. I need to let him walk away from me for a little bit. That was embarrassing. And he kicked my ass. Alright, yeah, let's get up. Alright, so let's not pick a fight with him anymore. So how? Raising earring. That'd be nice to know. So I've got something in my eye. How often can you use that? Does that just happen, or I wonder? That seems kind of OP. Why is my health so low? I thought I was in the hundreds. He must have cast something on me that messed with me. It's like I feel sorry for people that know this game in and out, and come in and watch a guy like me play it. He must have cast something on me to make my health not regenerate like it needs to. So let's avoid him. That was embarrassing. Yeah, so I've got some status effects on me. I'm assuming that whatever it is that he used to take me out is that skull effect, that the sort of top left-hand corner. Let's try to make sure I don't draw any more aggro from these people, or these creatures, I should say. So let's just keep heading straight. And hopefully I can make it to this crystal. Ooh, are those giraffes? Seems tough. That's what I said about the Goblin Tinker, and he kicked my ass. I think I would have been fine if he hadn't essentially cut my health in half. Let's not mess with that right now. If they're not giraffes, they look... they do look a lot like giraffes, like a mix between a giraffe and a camel. So that's by far the most interesting creature I've seen since starting this game. It's not. Again, it is kind of mind-blowing. I'll probably say this multiple times, how big this whole area is, or this game in general. It is weird being in a... It's like all the Final Fantasy areas in 12 had, you know, some sort of music or theme to the area. This, I've not really heard much of anything. I wonder if this is the crystal I need to find. Okay, there it is. Hopefully it is, because yeah, I'm no longer weakened. Awesome. You've already possessed the gate crystal for this telepoint. So I must be able to teleport to here, but not away. Is that accurate? Oh, we got people. If you wish to ride a chocobo, you must possess a chocobo license and have a high enough job level. It's like real life. So I was definitely right that I just wonder. The chain spell ability hasn't really allowed me to do much. Oh man. Alright, I guess I gotta walk all the way back. It's a long freaking way. It's friggin' rough. So I'm almost tempted to let something kill me, so I just go straight back to the city. Is that bad? Hi there, I'm Yavante, your friendly neighborhood smile sergeant. I'm in charge of running an intermediate level Smilebreaker boot camp in this area. I'd be thrilled to answer any questions you might have, and of course sign you up too. You'd like that, wouldn't you? That's kind of a weird way to put that. I'd like to know more information. It's my pleasure. Here goes nothing. The Smilebringer boot camp was established for two purposes. The first being the ongoing training and conditioning of Smilebringers, and second, that is where you come in, is for us to scout hopefuls from the adventure community to join our jovial ranks. Oh boy, these names. Yavantonine. The population of vicious monsters has grown in recent years, you see, and because of this, more Smilebringers are being injured in the line of duty than ever before. But you weren't going to take. But we're not going to take that sitting down. No siree. The day we Smilebringers stop doing our job, that is bringing smiles, is the day the world ends. Good lord. Whatever the predicament, no matter what the size of the rust-inflicted gash wound, we must pull through for the sake of the children. With these heartwarming ideals in mind, the Smilebringer Boot Camp was established. Ta-da! Smilebringers graduating from this camp are better equipped to meet the ever-changing need of these unstable times that we live in. The rules are simple as sunshine. Smilebringer's honor. When I give you the word, run to each of the checkpoints we've set up in the area. Smile helpers are posted at each, so you can't miss them. Talk to the smile helpers and they'll confirm your passage. What I will do though is tell you how quickly you completed the course. After all, to a Smilebringer, speed is everything. Some folks run faster with a fell beast hot in their tail, but we smart Smilebringers need no more than the thought of a child's laughter to spur this. Sounds really dumb. I'm probably not going to do this. When I should mention that at this time of the year, we're collecting donations in the form of a small fee to participate in the training. All proceeds go towards presents for the children during the Starlight Celebration. Oh, so it's like Christmas. Thank you for your cooperation. It might surprise you to learn this, but even the toughest or the roughest of us Smilebringers need rest and relaxation. Wipe that grin off your face. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Anyway, what I mean to say is work hard, play hard is our motto and applies to the boot camp participants too. After you complete a run, one more thing you should know. If you venture out of the area, the train will automatically be canceled, but I can trust you not to walk out on your favorite Smile Sergeant. Yeah, I don't think so. He didn't really convince me that this is something I should consider doing. Alright, let's run back, I suppose. Risk it. Although, if I do die, just go straight back to the city. I mean, that sucks to think about, but you don't start losing levels until until 30. It's so dumb. No. You idiot. I'm stuck. What the hell? This is a terrible spot to be in. Oh, I'm stuck. What the hell? Okay, alright. I don't know if that was a spell or the game being janky or what. Oh, I didn't expect the vibrate function to work being connected to a laptop. So if I ever look off screen, it's because I'm looking at my cats. So this whole area up there is for them. It's like they've not even used it, which is okay. Oh, now we can check this thing out. Oh, is this guy picking a fight with me? Something I need to look into is like whether or not magic and class abilities do you have to like buy those in the city or whatever. So hopefully we've gathered enough money to take care of that. So I'd really like to get some more fun stuff. It's just like it's just a wee bit boring. But this game is oddly addicting. The knights who say, "Mine." This would be the perfect place for some cactuar. Why is there no cactuars in this area? Set a reminder of yourself to stand up. As I watched a handful of streamers, and it's just like, it's amazing how like some of them can sit still for so long. And so I've written myself a reminder that's sitting behind the camera that says "You are live," so that way I don't say or do anything weird and forget that you know, I am live streaming. Don't want to end up like Snoop Dogg and let my stream run for, what was that, like 8 hours or something crazy like that. I'll double check, make sure that increase movement speed. But yeah, it's like, it sounds like a weird thing to notice, but she's like, oh, they got up from their chair and went to the bathroom. It's just like, sitting in the chair is just so, for so long is terrible for your health. it is interesting to think like how many people are gonna in the future watch me do this, because it's just like I've watched a handful of Let's Plays just to get an idea for the game, including FF11. I've really liked watching people play Elden Ring. Those are a lot of fun because it's just like you get to see people's reactions to getting their butts kicked. Gosh, I really wish I could have used that crystal to teleport. It's such a long walk. So when I go back to FF12, it's like I'm gonna have to make sure I don't complain too much, because it's just like it could be Final Fantasy 11. So I've brainstormed some ideas to have my live streams be a little bit more interesting. Like I've thought about doing like table topics. Like my family used to have these cards that you draw a random one and ask a question. So maybe I'll do that after my break. And I mean, even though nobody's watching right now, in the future, comment below. God, what is this thing? Nothing happens. So what the hell is that thing? That's terrifying. I don't think I checked this out. Yeah, okay, whatever. Definitely need to buy some food. When I get back all the way to the city. Right. So I might take my break right here. Get up. It's always healthy, folks, to get up and walk around after you've been playing a while. So I'll be right back. Shit, I forgot to turn the living room light off. know. I do miss the ability to teleport using crystals in Final Fantasy XII. I think they kind of learned their lesson from 11. See if I can move and... This region is currently under Windhurstian control. Oh, somebody's picking a fight with me. Jerk. Ha! So he poisoned me only to pay with his life. Hope it was worth it. Oh, hey, we finally have music. So I almost didn't notice it. So the flying fish really cracked me up. So unlike 12, it's like if you move close enough, just about any monster will attack you. So I'm glad that this game doesn't do that. So that would make this take so much longer. Also, I noticed while I was walking about, my Xbox was on, so I was connected to the internet, so that was also probably slowing down my internet speed a little bit. So hopefully, hopefully turn it off will help quality if there's any drop in quality. Speaking of which, so I usually like to try to get up every 30 minutes when I'm playing a game. So I started playing the Resident Evil 4 remake expansion, or I'm sorry, DLC, Separate Ways. My favorite, which Resident Evil 4 remake is my favorite Resident Evil. I'd probably put the original 4 at number 3, and then Resident Evil 2 remake at number 2. Yeah, I just love that game. It's a lot of fun. So you wouldn't, most people wouldn't have thought that 4 never needed a remake, but it's one of those things that was at the very least cool to have. So I'm trying to remember how the hell to get back to the main city. That's another problem I've been running into. Alright, just keep walking. Tell you what, it's like, it would be kind of cool to have somebody to play this with. I'm not going to say who, but with 14 I did have somebody, I would say is close to me, that I asked to play 14, and they're expecting a child, so they weren't able to. I was like, they're going to be busy with that soon, so obviously I understood that, but it's like, with how, especially with how wide open this is, it's just like, it'd be great to have somebody to talk and quest with FF11. But just like with FF11, it's just like, it's a huge ask to get somebody to. One, downloading the game is a huge pain in the ass. Like, if you download the game, I would highly recommend going on YouTube and going and getting a how-to video. Because there's that joke with the community that the hardest boss in Final Fantasy, it's not Sephiroth or Kefka. It's downloading FF11. Alright, so I think I'm heading right there. See, there's a second person watching the stream. Hello, welcome. Sorry, the game is being super laggy right now. I might wait a second, see if it catches up. Oh boy. So the game is being super laggy right now. But yeah, if you're watching live, or even if you're watching after the fact, comment below, say hello. So I'm new at this, so So I wonder if there's anybody. Is there anybody out there? There it is. Nope, it's just me. Oh, that's wild. But yeah, if you do get this game, it's $30 for the base game plus all the expansions. I think there's like 8 expansions or something crazy like that. So it's a good price. I mean, to get something that you could potentially pour hundreds of hours into. Then of course there's the monthly membership. It's $12.95 a month. So when you buy the game, you get 30 days free. So I'm definitely taking advantage of that. And after the 30-day free, well, first you can start with the 14-day free trial, which is just playing the base game. Not that I think even if they provided some of the expansions, you couldn't get through the base game in 14 days if you live a normal adult life. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so you can get. It's still crazy to me that they haven't changed the membership, which I guess is a good thing. From what I understand, membership was $12.95 when the game launched, and now it's $20.24. Inflation hasn't cost the game to rise in price or anything like that. Excuse me, sir, do you have a crystal? Oh wow, you're short. Figured it'd be a good idea to recast Signet. Let's head this way. God, I hope this is the right way. My memory's been shit as far as where I need to go, but she's like, again, look how wide these areas are. It's insane. But so I wonder, it's like, did it really need to be this open even when you did have a shit ton of players? But unlike 14, so I don't think the servers are region specific. So it's like, it's like 14. You had servers for like the North Americas and so on and so forth. Whereas like, so I wonder. So I think. So I haven't tried, but I wonder if in Final Fantasy XIV if you can log into the Japanese servers. But I know here I could potentially play with players from Japan, and I think from what I understand. Sorry, I'm getting real tired. You can, when you talk to another player, it auto translates. If I'm not mistaken, which is impressive as hell. Or there's some sort of way to communicate with people that don't necessarily speak the same language as you. Although I have tried to learn Japanese. I've used the app Duolingo. Oh gosh, I'm in a place I don't have the map for. God damn it. Oh, this is lovely. I'm lost. Yeah, I know I don't possess a map of Gideus. I am kind of tempted to let... Is that it right there? I don't know. Maybe that is it. I'm not sure. It's amazing that I don't remember. Is that people that are gonna watch this in the future and be like, what the hell is wrong with him? Why can't he remember where the hell he came from? Alright, so I think I need to go, because there's an outpost right there of something I discovered, so that's got to be where it's at. Alright, so which way? I need to follow the road. Nope, going backwards, don't want to do that. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think this game would be a lot more fun. I mean, frankly, just about any other game, any game is more fun to experience with somebody else. So if you're watching this and it's not been too long, maybe I'm still playing, so I would love to have somebody to play with. So I feel like a kid in elementary school. Will you play with me, please? Pretty please. Campfire. Interesting. These. Those are bad guys. Gosh, I still have so far to walk. This will make another good case for breeding a chocobo. Oh, I meant to do a table topic. I did say I was going to do that, so let's give that a shot. So I have an app for it on my phone. Nope, that's DoorDash. All right. Let's look at categories. I think there's one for games, if I'm not mistaken. Which Disney villain are you the most afraid of? If you're watching in the future, comment below. If you're watching right now, speak now or forever hold your peace. Which Disney villain are you the most afraid of? Well, when I was a kid, I would say Scar was probably the one that was scariest. It's like all the like Disney had like in the '90s had a lot of really great villains, but they were kind of zany and fun. Like Hades from Hercules is a good example of one that's not like intimidating, but he was still a great villain. But I would say Scar would be the scariest one from my childhood. But if we're talking now, you know, say what you will about, because he does technically count as a Disney villain now, but say what you will about some of the decisions that Disney has done with Star Wars. So I know Star Wars is a hot topic sometimes, but they've done right by Darth Vader every single time. Both the Obi-Wan series, Rogue One, the animated stuff. It's like they've done right by him and made him genuinely terrifying. As I think that episode where he faces off with Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan is basically helpless. It's like an unstoppable monster is coming after this character that is no match for him. So my answer would be Darth Vader for now. And then when I was a kid, probably go with Scar. Although the villain from Mulan was also kind of scary looking. I forget what his name was. What would be nice for this game is if there were the occasional NPC who's just walking around and you could, you know, pull over and ask for directions. And unfortunately, what also is happening is during my 14-day free trial, I didn't start at this area. I started in Bastock, but decided not to do Bastock this time because I was like, the theme is way too annoying. But I tell you what though, spotting the castle was super easy. But some of this is kind of starting to look familiar, I think. Oh, thank God. I think this is it. But it's like, yeah, when you go into Bastock, the, like, bagpipe theme is the only way I could think to describe it. Oh, it's painful. But this theme with, like, the flute and the guitar is really nice. And the theme for Port Windhurst is really good. Right. I really should read this, but this is another one where I'm like, I'm not really interested. And again, my character looks so derpy. Hey, miss, do you even know what gatehouses like this one do? I don't, so it probably might be a good idea for me to find out. Oh, then. This is terrible wearable. Allow me to explain that is, if none of you have any complaints. Gatehouses are meeting and resting points for guards like us who serve and protect Windhurst. They are also the places where missions from the Federation of Windhurst are received. Oh boy, we then allocate these missions to citizens of Windhurst who are both skilled and responsible enough to carry out their assignments properly and have them help both their country and themselves. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Of course, you have to understand that at first you might just receive menial tasks, you mean like finding a gate crystal, but if you carry out these simple missions properly, you will rise, and greater responsibilities will be assigned to you. As your rank increases, you might come to rub shoulders with people you don't ordinarily meet, and you can show off to all the people around you. So how about it then? Did you raise an interest Winterest, or what? Sure, I'll accept the mission. Looks like our captain is too over the moon to make sense right now, so let me explain instead. You know the road to ruins out in Suburta, don't you? Oh, I know them well. Well, the Orrery is about to conduct an experiment there, and they will be requesting help. So skedaddle waddle, good lord, on over to the Orrery and ask their minister for details. Alright, so this is a mission. I should be able to actually look up the details and not worry about forgetting the next time I log in. Outside the town of Windhurst, through this gate lies western Sabratura. It's dangerous, placey-wasty for the beginner adventurer. If you become losty-wasty, open your map to check your current location. For instance, right now, you're on the corner of Square B5 of Port Windhurst map. Oh, that's all. I thought he had more to say. But I should really buy some food. Do I have conquest points? I do have conquest points. It's cool that I don't have to rely on just Gil. Oh, so it looks like I'm level 11 right now. I think I have to be level 30. This is a pain. Guess I might just... Ooh. Yes, please. Why the hell didn't I buy that earlier? Alright, time for another short break. I'll be right back. Probably gonna sell some stuff, buy some food, and then call it a night. Six people. Lower levels, too. No, I'm not looking to learn about synergy. Yes. Just looking to buy some stuff, that's all. Awesome. Guess there's some. There's a fishing mini game. So I wonder if I can buy any actual food. Check, see if I can. It doesn't look like it. Damn it. It makes sense though. If you're in a fishing area, you should be able to buy some fish that you can eat. I mean, what is the world coming to? This doesn't strike me as a shop either. So I feel like the game is definitely lagging more than it did the last time I streamed. I don't know what the dealio is. Maybe Square Enix's stuff is just messing up from sheer amount of people logged into FF14, or FF14 is affecting 11 too. Tis said that red mages use magic to enhance their souls. Could they truly be so irresponsible they would kill the noble blade? The way of the sword is to cut away all that is not the sword. Superfluous feelings, wandering thoughts, and the trappings of magic have no place. Not even the sun's rays should be allowed to roam along the steel, really. Wow. He must be fun at parties. I don't know why I gave him a accent, but oh, cool. It's like, so I think that answers one of my questions from earlier. Good one to have. Why you no let me buy? Ah. Sweet. Well, I officially have more magic. Let's see if I can get some better armor. Maybe. Or at least armor that doesn't make me look so dorky. Leather vest. Check see. Defense 2. Defense 7. Take my defense from 56 to 51. And the ones I start off with. Let's see. So I wish I'd get a better look at my character, but I suppose I could when I log out, but doesn't make me look I'm wearing a like a kilt anymore. If I can get a better dagger too. Feels good that I'm actually able to. At first I thought it said that's how our weapon shop greets customers, hubba hubba, and I was like, that's inappropriate. Bronze dagger. Damage 3, delay 183. Oh, that's sword is literally called Bilbo. Alright, let's see. Current dagger. Damage 3. Play 193. A scythe, I mean, a scythe would be pretty cool. I wonder if I can sell some of my old shit over here. It's unfortunate. $183, $193, so I assume that the delay is how quickly I attack with it. Bilbo. I would really like to try the scythe, but sure. Huh. Okay. That kind of blows. Not. No. Damn it. Oh, you dirty hoe. Pardon my French. Because I should see if there's pants. Cuffs. All right. That's it for now. I'm gonna log out and see if I can get a better look at this armor. Looks cooler. But thanks to anybody that tuned in while I was streaming. Even if you didn't say anything, that's okay. I don't mind the strong and silent type, but yeah. If you're watching in the future, comment below. Let me know what you thought. Hopefully the stream was nice and smooth. So the game got kind of glitchy there during the last 30 minutes or so, but hopefully it wasn't anything terrible. Let's take a look at good old Cade. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a kilt or anything, which is nice. The hat is still super derpy. Let's say expansion. So there's the Rise of the Zillard, Chains of Promathia, Treasures of Aldergot, Wings of the Goddess, Crystalline Prophecy. It's like, God, can I read all these? This red one I can't read. Ashantoto Ascension, Visions of the Abyss, Scars of the Abyss, Heroes of the Abyss, Seekers of Alduin. I think it's a Duelin. Wow. Interesting. It's cool. It's a lot of expansions, a lot of content on top of just the base game. All right. Take care, everybody.